about what happened at the diner?
There was this guy from the observatory, and he just attacked the poor dude, smashed his face into the tabletop a bunch of times. It was horrible. I didn't know that he was gonna do that.
Well, yeah.
I swear. And I just ran. I just left him there. I didn't even try to help.
There was nothing you could have done. It's not
Literally nothing.
Well, he's dead in that motel room now, so excuse me if I feel pretty shitty about it anyway.
Yeah, it's not your
You
fault.
shouldn't blame yourself.
I just didn't want to get involved. I have this tendency to just drop everything and run. I don't think I'm a bad person, but I didn't even call the cops. I'm such a coward.
If you'd called the cops, we'd have dead cops. He's not human. Do you understand? It's not your fault.
But I could have tried to stop him.
Believe me, if you had, you'd be dead. You seem to be doing a little better now.
Yeah, I guess it just got easier once I got this thing off my chest. I just feel so guilty about it, especially because I didn't pick up on any of the warning signs. I just really liked hanging out with him, you know? He was smart and charming and funny and hot. The way you could be, I guess.
I guess.
What's
Thanks.
the deal with this guy anyway? He looks like you, he uses your name. Why does he do this stuff?
Because it's
I'm
evil.
not sure myself. Maybe he's just evil or my dark half. He does a lot of the stuff I'm trying really hard to get away from. Things that just messed up my life.
I guess all those murders don't help either.
Wait,
Yeah.
how many murders
The
did
murders in the
did you
Emerald
do in your previous stuff?
Listen, I need to
Or is
get
this
going.
fighting him fighting his
Well,
alcoholism?
I think I'm good now. I hope.
Good luck. If it all goes well, maybe this is the last time we meet like this.
Probably
God,
better
wouldn't that
than
be great?
trying to
Just
Uh,
keep those lights on, okay?
trying to put the bottle down. Honestly, if you can fight a physical manifestation of your addiction, probably a lot easier. Meow? No, I thought. Oh no, I got the motel keys from her. Now I got to the observatory, and that literally took like less than 10 minutes.
The fate of countless individuals hangs in the balance, threatened by the machinations of the Herald of Darkness. And yet, for a moment, the Champion of Light breathes a little easier. He has saved one life. For this moment, it is enough. And soon, perhaps, he can put an end to this.
That was a weird delivery. An end to this. Oh, it's an end to this.
Returning to the observatory for what he hopes is the final time, the man feels anticipation and dread in equal measure. Soon, he knows he will have what he needs.
It is interesting that he's getting this knowledge from space. There's something eldritch about that.
Hello, I was expecting you. I've already taken care of the imaging array, but you should still look into securing the primary coolant flow. With some luck, you may be able to light the area before these things even show up.
Bad guys? Yeah, I'm not swapping for a fucking shotgun.
Thanks for tuning in for the second part of our interview with Serena Valdivia and award-winning photographer Alice Wake. Now, Alice, we were talking about your husband, Alan Wake. Is that a sore subject for you?
Well, a little bit. Of course it is. The way I see it, we had our good times and our bad times, and on the whole, we had a lot of good times. He really made me happy. I don't mind being reminded of him.
So you're over him?
I don't know if I'll ever be that, entirely. I still think about him every day, literally. I still find myself hoping for... Well, sometimes I think I see him just standing somewhere, watching me. I think most people who lose someone they love experience things like that. But on the whole, I'm doing all right. 2 years is a long time to adjust, and I'm not really the type to wallow in the negative.
Well, I know there are a lot of stories about Alan. He seemed to have something of a wild streak.
That's not really what our show is about, though. Look, all that stuff really gets blown out of proportion. He had his problems, but it's really frustrating for me because people like to talk. They love to tell these crazy stories, and they never really knew him at all.
Well, the character he created, Alex Casey, is a household name. The books still continue to sell. There's been talk of a TV series, a movie, a video game. Must be nice to know that his work is still being appreciated by so many readers.
Yes, of course, but I don't really deal with the business side. I leave that to Alan's agent.
That would be Barry Wheeler. Actually, I just interviewed him. He's currently in the music business. And he's also Alan's best friend. Do you two keep in touch? Or?
We talk regularly. Like I said, he handles the business side. I think we should talk about her film.
Yes, of course, you're right. I'm Eddie Rodman, talking to Alice Wake and Serena Valdivia, and we'll be right back.
I assumed that they were interviews from before and I could skip them, but obviously I can't. Because that's very important to hear stuff from his wife. So we won't be skipping those anymore. What the fuck? Ha! There we go. Thank you. So, we were here over by the observatory, and the darkness growled at us. Do you know anything about that? Man, that Magnum's sick.
Very good. I believe we're ready to look into the sky.
Right there, Doctor.
The fuck? It had a light thing and then it just didn't. That was weird. There's that. I don't really like the gun sound on this one, though. It just doesn't sound right.
This act of creation is exhilarating and frightening. Subtext and symbols loom eager to take effect. Causality and consequence become domino chains that stretch into infinity. The more fundamental the change, the more unpredictable the variables become. Reality is too complex to control completely. Ordinary questions become meaningless. Who created who? What is really real? Everything is as real as everything else. You learn to let go of the things you can't control and go with the flow, or go insane.
Oh yeah, they did this last time where I was trying to heal and then they're like smashing them as I try to approach them. I forget. Did we have a big fight in the actual observatory itself last time? Okay.
Come on in.
I do like that everybody gets the Groundhog Day. Everybody understands that they're in a time loop. That's a cool thing. So like, oh yeah, I'm super willing to help you because I don't understand the time loop thing either. Yep, here they come.
We need to protect the telescope or we can't complete the signal.
I knew they were gonna do this with the rock music for the people. This is Old Gods of Asgard's new song, I bet you. And I do like that they kept it in control, where Old Gods of Asgard still have some sort of influence, because that song that plays is an Old Gods of Asgard song. The one for the place to keep the office from looping. Yeah, this is the new one that they played on the radio station. There's that. That was fun.
There, I have it. But I wish these things would stop blatantly violating the laws of physics in my observatory. That's just rude. Are you all right?
I'll live.
I'm glad. I'll send the lift down to you. I remember our previous encounters very clearly now. But technically, if this really is a loop in time...
It's really weird that this lady keeps performing every line with the same intonation.
Fascinating.
Oh my god, is his eye... No, they were just big. It looked like his eyes weren't there. Because, I mean, look. See if I can get him to look the same way. His pupils are a little large, and it makes it look like his eyes are sometimes not there.
No, I know physicists who would give 15 years of their lives for a chance to experience something like this.
I'd imagine that being stalked by horrible axe murderers would curb their enthusiasm a little.
Clearly you've never met hardcore physicists.
I'm glad you're in such good spirits, but
The signal! Yes, it's completed.
finally. If all goes well, this should be the last time we go through the loop.
You know, I just realized that I don't have any memory of what happens after you leave. What does that mean?
You probably
I don't
die.
think it means anything. If everything goes well, you just keep going. I don't show up here like this again, no more bad guys. Things go back to normal.
Let's hope you're right. I'd love the opportunity to look into this in more detail.
Looks like you've accepted the situation.
I'm a pragmatist. If this is a delusion, at least my first psychotic episode is anything but boring. Really, Mr. Wake, at the end of the day, I'm a scientist. I love mysteries. I love not knowing. Whatever else this might be, it's absolutely fascinating. I
Who
wonder
the
how
hell is
far
this
will
lady
take
who
us.
voices?
Is
Because the
everybody now
performance is
experiencing this?
kind of
Who
awful.
knows? I think reality's probably pretty fragile right now. Doctor, I can see you're very enthusiastic about this. I'd appreciate a bit of discretion.
Are you suggesting that we should suppress this?
Yes, please.
No, you can do what you like, but I want you to leave me out of it.
But surely, with the things you know, the things you've experienced, you can replicate any of these results. We could...
Let me be blunt. If you drag me into this, I'll deny everything. I'll lie like my life depended on it. And writers are damn good liars. Word of advice. This is things man was not meant to know territory. You get into this, chances are you'll open up a door into a world of hurt. Believe me, I know.
See,
And that's why I'm excited for Alan Wake 2 and Control 2. I hope we get one.
In a strange
Um,
way, he feels
because
at ease. He is armed
They
with his
they
own
could do some
words,
eldritch
and
shit
when
in
time
this, and it's
comes,
gonna be
They
awesome.
will be enough, or they will not. For now, he's content to let the currents take him toward the final confrontation.
Final countdown. Because we're gonna do this, and it's gonna be done. It's probably gonna be done in about 10 minutes. But this is pretty
Once more,
satisfying, you know,
we
just
return to
blasting
the
through these
trial.
areas.
If he's aware of the absurdity of arming oneself with a few sentences and standing against a power that can pierce time itself, he doesn't show it.
I'm starting at the power
The
station.
man has his share of weaknesses, perhaps more, but cowardice is not among them.
Oh, you got yourself a little plan, do you?
Enjoy, asshole. Your biggest thing that you could throw at me, and literally I take it down in 6 shots. I mean, sure, it's intimidating, but it's actually not that troublesome. Haven't seen a Birdman in a little bit. Don't be gross, Tammy. Cause bird person.
For Serena Valdivia, burning the midnight oil was more of an exception than a rule. A procrastinator and a perfectionist, she often worked when she wouldn't be disturbed. Tonight was especially important. The film festival would open tomorrow, and there was still so much to sort out.
Oh
It wasn't like the
yeah,
work hadn't been
she
done.
made a
She
she
just
made a
didn't feel like
movie
she'd
about
completely
Alan Wake.
mastered everything yet.
I think it was kind of about the disappearance of Alan Wake, which is cool that there's actually, you know, there's consequences to what happened. He saved her, but now he's stuck, and then he's trying to find his way out. And I think that Alan Wake 2, because he looks like evil in that trailer, I think Mr. Scratch is gonna get out, and he's gonna have to try to stop him. So this is the only one that should be up. Or not. I know I've already done it with both them, with that one down and these two up. So let's try. Already tried this combination. I've already tried this combination too. All right, let's try just this one. I'll do it. Well. Alrighty. Crap. I think they changed the way the flare gun works in this game. Balanced it a little more. Gonna grab myself a checkpoint. Come on. Okay, we're good. That'll do.
You're never getting out of this, Wake. Never! Don't worry. I'll take care of your wife and your life.
He looks a little untextured up there. Crap. A lot of licensed music in this game. Miss me.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but I'll send you right back to the beginning.
Alrighty.
You think whatever it is you're gonna do is gonna make a difference? This'll end up just like before.
I don't know. We shall see, will we not? One of the things that I like that they do is you can actually watch where Alan's looking to see where enemies are. It's something that they did in older games like RE2, where you couldn't necessarily see what was interactable. His head tracking would show you what's interactable. And they use it really well here. Because honestly, I played through almost the entire game and didn't realize that I was keying off of it. In the original, I only picked it up while I was playing this. I'm like, oh, he's looking towards the enemy. I didn't realize that I was actually following that. And that's probably the best compliment for a programmer, you know, for a game designer, is I didn't realize that I was following the mechanic because it was just natural. That's really, really good. And it takes a lot of talent to do that. Crap. See, I got people coming in from my right. Take that. There's that. There's that. There's the other one. Or actually, there's more now. Because I see 2 more. One more. Beautiful. I'm not gonna have to fight anymore, so we're good.
Again, the champion of light enters the final trap. The new reality is almost here. All he needs to do is change the details of the scene, push it past the breaking point, and the rest will snap into
Alice's
place.
film was on the projector. That's the new thing. How do I change it? Oh, there it is. Here we go.
Oh, come on, buddy. Why don't you... What? What is this?
Oh no! Gotcha, boy.
All I did was take the things you always wanted and never had the balls to go for. It's my turn now. It's my life. It's my life.
Oh, did you see that? They put the thing on there so that... Yeah. That's nice. They put a little UI element on him. They put the little light ring.
Alan? Is it really you?
It's really me.
Wait, why is she a... No, is it just dark? Because she was a blonde. Okay, she is a blonde. Okay.
I love you.
I love you.
Everybody loves a happy ending. Though I don't know if this is gonna be real here.
A man, 2 lovers, held apart for far too long, enveloped in the light of a glorious dawn. They both feel it. He's home at last. Are these actual events, or merely a dream? A memory, or a glimpse of what is to come? One thing is certain. This scene takes place in another time, and another place.
Far, far away from Night Springs.
From Night Springs.
That's nice. I like the framing device. That was really good. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed that. For an Xbox Live Arcade game, that's pretty freaking good. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna be canon for our for Alan Wake 2, because we've got our we've that doesn't reflect where he was in Control, and it doesn't look like the Alan Wake 2 trailer either. So we'll see how that works out. But yeah, we'll be playing Alan Wake 2 when it comes out, and tomorrow this slot is going to be Dune Spice Wars, so that'll be fun. RTS, basically a remake of the first ever RTS, so that's kind of cool. That's interesting. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.